Andre, and I'm a black nerd, and I'm Rants! There's this movie out now called Movie 43. It is completely inappropriate, nasty, dirty, offensive, but there's like 50 billion celebrities in it. Halle Berry, Gerard Butler, Anna Faris, Sean William Scott, Terrence Howard, Kristen Bell, Justin Long, Dennis Quaid, Common, Elizabeth Banks, Hit Girl, Cobra Commander, Voltron, Jabberjaw, Yoshi, Punky Brewster, Donatello, the Beverly Hills Teens. Okay, you know what? I think I've gone a little bit too far. Some of those last ones I don't think are in the movie, but should be. Click right here, clickety clickety to watch the trailer, tell them Black Nerd sent you, and let me know what you liked about it or didn't like about it if you go see the movie. Plug! It's kind of weird seeing these high-profile A-list celebrities do offensive humor. The only thing that would be weirder if there was a cartoon that I used to watch years ago that somehow miraculously came back with an unaired episode that's never been seen before, and that episode happened to be just as offensive as this movie would be. But what are the odds of that happening? So in case you haven't heard, the buzz around the internet is that there is a new Dexter's Lab episode that came out. This episode was actually made at the time the show originally aired, but it was never aired because it contained offensive material. And you're probably thinking to yourself, how could a Dexter's Lab episode have offensive material? I mean, you expect that from Ren and Stimpy or Rocko's Modern Life, but not precious innocent Dexter. Well, he does have the same name as a serial killer. So this Dexter's Lab episode is called Root Removal. Dexter creates this machine that removes the rootness from your body. Dee Dee, of course, gets in the lab, messes things up. Dexter and Dee Dee end up in the root removal. That's hard to say. Root removal. Try to say that 5 times fast. Root removal. They end up in the root removal machine, and instead of it just removing the rootness out of their body, it creates a brand new Dexter and Dee Dee who are completely rude, and they curse. Now you don't hear the actual curse words, it bleeps the entire time, but it makes me wonder if there is an uncensored version out there, because I would kind of like to see that. I'm naughty that way. A lot of you sent me this cartoon because you know how much I like the old school cartoons back in the day, and you want to know what I thought about it? I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. I can totally see why Cartoon Network did not want to air it, but now it's available on Adult Swim, which is a perfect place for it. Enough time has passed that people that are actually watching Dexter's Lab can appreciate this episode. I don't think any kid nowadays even knows what a Dexter's Lab is. They probably even know who Jimmy Neutron is. They probably know who Johnny Test is. That's what their classification of kid scientists are nowadays. Johnny Test. But it was interesting to see a Dexter's Lab episode not airing because it dealt with the characters cursing when another cartoon actually had done that before. There's an episode of Tiny Toon Adventures called To Bleep or Not to Bleep. Foulmouth. He's kind of like the offspring of Foghorn Leghorn. Every time he talks, he just puts out curse words all the time. And it's the same way as a Dexter's Lab cartoon. Every time he says a curse word, bleep, 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 bleep. Buster tries to help him stop cursing, so maybe that's why they allowed that episode to air, because it was actually a lesson in don't curse, kids. And a lot of times they also put the bleeps in places where you wouldn't actually have a curse word, so it was more of a comical effect, whereas with the Dexter's Lab cartoon, you can kind of guess exactly the curse words they're saying every time they bleep it. But it's still kind of funny to see that Tiny Toon Adventures had a cursing character and they were able to show that, but Dexter's Lab could not. Tiny Toons did make an episode later where Buster, Plucky, and Hampton got drunk off of a beer and then drove a car while drunk and died. And that didn't air again. But supposedly it's gonna be on the next DVD release. Thanks to the fans yelling on the internet. Lesson once again, if you yell enough on the internet, you get what you want. Tiny Toon Adventures, Mass Effect 3 endings, this an episode of Dexter's Lab. The guy that directed Star Trek, now directing Star Wars. You get what you want, fanboys, just be loud. Now I want to hear from you. What cartoon or television show would you like to see an R-rated version of? Let's dirty up those tunes. Leave a comment or a video response. Like and favorite this video and tickle that subscribe button. Tickle, tickle. I love you like a play cousin. Audi 5000. Yum. But what are the odds of an episode of a cartoon doing that good? Okay. Remove.